Have you ever wondered if exporting your soya beans actually pays off? Do you get enough from local buyers or make it worth thinking about going across the border? Or maybe you've been approached by a trader who promises higher prices abroad, but you're not sure if it's really profitable once all the costs are taken out. These are all tempting thoughts, right? We often hear people say that export equals more profit. But here's the question I want to sit with you and answer using actual numbers from 2021 and 2022. Not hearsay, not what someone's cousin's friend once made, real data. Is exporting soybeans from Zambia always profitable? Well, the answer might surprise you. Before we talk about where our soybeans go, let's quickly look at where they come from. If you're farming in Central Province or Eastern Province, you already know that you're in the heart of soya beans production. Most years, these two regions produce the bulk of Zambia's beans. And that matters for exports because buyers need consistency. They need volume that they can rely on. If you're in a province like Luapula or Muchinga, producing smaller volumes, you're probably already selling closer to home. Not because your beans are worse, but because aggregation is hard. Transport costs alone can kill a deal before it even starts. So as you can already see, location plays a major role in whether exporting makes sense for you or not. Now let's look at the numbers that really matter. In 2021, Zambia sold soybeans to a few different countries. But here's where it gets interesting. They didn't all pay the same price, not even close. The Democratic Republic of Congo paid $1.559 per kg, which was the highest, followed by Angola at $1.313 per kg. South Africa paid around $0.646 per kg, but Zimbabwe paid just $0.403 per kg, which is equivalent to 9.27 kwacha per kg. And that was the lowest in that year. Now, what was the local FRA price in 2021? 10 kwacha. So let that sink in. Selling to Zimbabwe in 2021 would have actually left you with less money than selling right here at home. The so-called export premium people talk about, it didn't exist for that market that year. And this is why checking the data really matters. Not every border crossing leads to a better price. Some lead to a loss. Meanwhile, back home, FRA was raising its floor price every year, from 3 kwacha in 2020 to 10 kwacha in 2021, then 11 kwacha in 2022. And if you remember, soybeans farming got the spotlight when the price went up in 2021 and everybody wanted to farm it. The local price may not make you rich, but it's predictable and stable. And when you compare local prices to the average export price across all destinations, exporting does look better on paper. In 2021, average export price was 14.79 kwacha. In 2022, it was about 15.53. But here's the thing, that's an average. Averages can trick you because the moment you add transport, cleaning, drying, agent commissions, and all the other costs of getting beans to the border, that average 15 kwacha can shrink really fast. Removing 2 or 3 kwacha per kg in export costs, suddenly you are back to local prices or even lower. We also can't ignore our neighbors. Mozambique has been selling soya beans regionally at very low prices, sometimes as low as 5 or 7 kwacha per kg. That puts pressure on the whole market. Buyers know they have options. They know they don't have to pay top dollar just because they're buying from Zambia. On the other end, countries like Malawi and Tanzania sometimes sell at higher prices than us. So we're sitting in the middle. Not the cheapest, not the most expensive, reliable, yes, but we can't dictate prices. So when someone offers you an export price, ask yourself, compared to what? Is it compared to Mozambique's price? Or maybe compared to what FRA is offering right now? You have to do the math before you commit. So, is exporting profitable? Yes, sometimes. Exporting can be profitable. In 2021 and 2022, for most markets, the numbers worked on paper. But profitability doesn't mean always profitable. And it doesn't mean profitable for everyone. If you're a small-scale farmer selling 10 bags and you have to transport them 200 kilometers, pay for cleaning, and go through an agent, that export premium will disappear before you see it. If you're part of a cooperative, on the other hand, you are able to aggregate volume, share transport costs, and negotiate directly. That's when exporting starts to make sense. So the question isn't really, is exporting profitable? The better question is, for someone in my situation, with my volume, in my location, does exporting make sense this season? And the only way to answer that is with good information, which is what we're giving you. My name is Shimanga Mubitana, a data analyst at Agriculture in Zambia. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments, have you tried exporting your soya beans, or are you thinking about it? I want to hear what's working for you on the ground. Have a great day.